of a set of twins on the stage. Arstes and Prestini doubling up with Clay and Fellow. Can they take down Tainted Minds?
I mean, we'll see, and if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Arstes that's going to be leading the charge. I think almost definitively he's been the best player on eUnited. For the better part of the year, if not the entire time, he's been a monster, but he does fall here, but that lets twin number 2 try to push up, and Nimble is actually going to be able to take 2 players down for the pit center brawl that we're always going to have early on. But eUnited in early control, eUnited holding down the spawns so far for next, and this is exactly what you love to see.
Okay, we're going into this. Tainted Minds 2 and 3 on Gibraltar Hardpoint. eUnited currently sit 5 and 2. So again, stats, they do favor a team. However, watch out for the likes of Damage. Watch out for the likes of Nimble. However, Swifty and Swiftazor's yet to get a kill here. We'll be looking to see if they can break on through with 5 seconds left chance. We've got streaks. They have the spawn. eUnited are looking dominant here, just 25 points away. Can he finish it off? No. No fighter pilot for Clay.
Still though, great spot. You get 2 streaks, you get all the early time, and you get the spawns for next. And now Tainted Minds, they're trying to deal with the sub pressure coming out from eUnited. And while I say pressure, Prestini's going to back up just a little bit, but where's the opening on the map? Well, they got to kill right side, they got to kill left. Now they're actually sending 3 down through Spiral, but they're hunting down players that aren't there. And then by the time they come down the steps, they got to deal with Fellow, who has an SCG. They got to deal with Arstes. It's a very solid hold. The opening might just be in though. You see 3 players fall in the kill feed. But still, though, it's eUnited in control. They're doing it perfectly. Even when they're not getting kills, the guy inside the hill is still just staying alive.
A little unfortunate for them. They made some kills. They pushed up. 2 players were a little slow on the bottom side of the minimap. But they managed to break through there. But eUnited, they got those good spawns still. They didn't let the hard point slip. Right now, 83 and counting here. 0 points for Tainted Minds. However, you can pretty much guarantee a couple of points on the next one. Unless Clayster just rains on down here. Glide bomb, artillery barrage. I think Clay's just waiting for his teammates. Number 3 and 2, Fellow and Prestini. Again, a little closer. And here we go. Glide bomb at the ready. Has spotted Nimble. That will find him as well. The artillery barrage available, but 1 player spawned now. This is good for United. Swifty and Swiftable combined for the double. And now a bit of a 2v2 action going down. Clay left alone, and we are going to see Tainted Minds retain that spawn, which is beautiful for them and much needed.
Yeah, you see the glide bomb force 2 players in the cave, and Clay finds 1, but the sub players don't pick up the kills after that. So Tainted Minds doing a pretty solid job responding to the pressure, but after all that time, because of Clay most importantly, and now Prestini coming from the flank, it takes a little bit longer than eUnited might have liked, but they're certainly going to be happy with it, getting those final 25 seconds to get their lead back up to 100 points, and they got an artillery going into the 3rd hill. They should be good.
Yeah, the artillery is going to be much needed here. You know, necessarily needed. Sorry, not necessarily needed here, but because it's so open, it's going to be beautiful for them if they need it. Fellow on your screens, I believe you can hear a couple of the players. Is Clay getting hyped there as well? The communication's strong, and the barrage is down, Chance.
Barrage is down, and where are they going to go? Clay is able to find 2. It's going to be Fellow inside the hill, and he doesn't even have to dodge the nades yet because Arstes is spawning. Tainted Minds so far out. It's just insane, and these comms right now are just insane, Momo. The players are that loud that they're just overpowering.
Okay, well, still going strong. eUnited over 120 points. The barrage was used perfectly. The glide bomb here, obviously utilized, you know, to an extent as well. Didn't come out too much, but the fighter pilot would have been beautiful if they managed to get it. But it doesn't matter, Chance. Right now, over 100 points in the lead. They're looking so strong.
Very strong off the rip. Again, this is a match that the only way it's important for eUnited in the negative sense is if they lose, and you can see they are not allowing that to be a possibility. Coming out with the fire. Prestini's on a 4 streak, he gets dropped, but I mean, again, Clayster earned streaks on the 1st hill. They have to use them on 3 and 4. They got a 100-point lead. They're in a great spot. They can't afford to slow down at all, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Tainted Minds, they're trying to bounce back just a little bit, but again, the sling's just not there. You got 3 players negative right now. Damage is the only one doing his job, you could say, at the moment. So TM trying to turn things around, but how can you with eUnited this strong?
United looking so hot. Nimble finds a double on the hill. Swiftazor's up top, not for much longer. Prestini rips the head clean off of him, and with a stun grenade going out as well, will connect, but will not find Nimble, who's still going strong, not for much longer, as Fellow does dispatch of him. United still in the lead, around 120 here, as we do see the hill pretty much neutral. No one in control right now. I will say, though, Tainted Minds a much better job of thinking about this this next half point?
The spawn, sure, but even then, like even on the pit center hill, it seems like eUnited was able to get maybe a little bit more of the time if all the scrap goes the way of Tainted Minds, and maybe it's a 50-50 split. But if they're going to turn their game around, it's got to be here. They're going to have to lock it down for a near full 60, good 40-45 seconds, and they'll be in a solid spot. But Pristini, he's concerned about trying to get the spawns for his team. He's encroached all the way towards the back right, and Tainted Minds doesn't have anyone in the back, so Felony, he's just going to spawn right there. Tainted Minds had 3 players pushed up all the way to Spiral on the one guy in Hill, and, well, that's just a poor mistake coming out from Tainted Minds, which eUnited will take full advantage of.
Presuming, obviously, Pristini obviously being aggressive, pushing up, gets him that spawn. Arsty's still being a nuisance right now, but he's weak already from the grenade. The PPSH of Nimble, he's going to finish him off. Traded out, though. Felony finds one, will find the second, but Nimble seems to have really stepped it up in the second half. Now 14 and 16s, he finally goes down to Pristini. But the Fort Courtyard has been in control of Tainted Minds. They are getting back into this game, and now less than 100 points.
They've chipped, again, they've chipped a 100-point lead down to, what, about a 70. So nice little job on that hill, but they're going to have to turn it around into the third hill as well. But eUnited, for the moment, they got the setup. They got a player in Cave that, well, he's just doing it to make sure that no one comes through. But the flood was coming in through mid-map, but RC's and Pristini each able to find a kill. RC is going to fall, and then you can see Clayster's like, oh, okay, now it's my turn to go and wrap back. All the pressure coming in the front. I don't hear any smoke grenades for the moment, so they're doing it gun on gun. And that's been a struggle so far. But we'll see if they can make the break.
And the crazy thing is, the Slain side of things, yeah, favors eUnited. You know, Clay 5, Pristini 1, Fellow 2. Arsty's is -1. It's not that dramatic, if that makes sense. For a 100-point lead, the Slain isn't crazy. I know damage has been putting a lot of these kills up top, and maybe you'd say, you know, not those vital kills near the hard point, but we are going to see eUnited have the spawns for a second. We do see Swifty get the back spawn, though, as we see eUnited starting to push on now. Arsty seems to read it, but it's not going to be enough. Pristini tracking back, trying to find him, and he will do. Swifty goes down. Final 5 will go to eUnited.
And frankly, that's just 4 points even for Pristini to try to work towards some score streaks, but they're score streaks that they probably just don't need. You got Clayster all the way top cave in the power position. He's got teammates in the hill. He's got teammates pushed out, and he's even got some help from players that try to go mid. They have all angles covered. I don't even know where Tainted Minds tries to go through. There's nowhere they can get towards the hill. Felony, you can see, is spawning Tainted Minds out, but Clayster turns around, and he's ready for it. The communication is going to be on point. Yes, he does get traded out, but the player's been inside the hill this entire time, just 10 seconds away before eUnited closes out game number 1. And I think they got it. The players are just so far away. It doesn't even look like they're going to be going for the flood. And as long as RC's cleans up this kill, which might take him an extra second, it looks like Nimble goes inside, but it's just wasting time at this point. And the team kill. Just get in the hill. Thank you, eUnited with the 250 to 1-0, whatever it was, victory. 1-0-2, a very clean game number 1.
Oh, without a doubt, and I think it stemmed from that first 2 hard points, to be completely honest. They went up 86-0, and from there we saw Arsty's rack up nearly 2 minutes of hill time. We saw the Slaying definitely favoring them, but, you know, was it relative to the score? Maybe not. Either way, eUnited are dominant in map number 1. Tainted Minds struggle there on Gibraltar, and again, the stats, they said that before going into it.
And that's eUnited coming out with a fire in my mind, because one of the biggest reasons that 75-0 scoreline came up was because Clayster off the rip just earned some score streaks. Then you get the rotation a second, and granted, Tainted Minds didn't do a great job of breaking in, but then even going into those 3rd and 4th hills, if they would have been 50-50 or even in favor of Tainted Minds, they had to deal with the glide bomb. They had to deal with the artillery. Yeah. So hot start from eUnited kind of just seals the fate of the game. And in my mind, the first 2.5 minutes.
It really was, and you know, it's one of those things, especially when you're on a map like Gibraltar, when you've got those open hard points, the pit center down by the turret, even, you know, Fort Courtyard as well. Those streaks are so vital, and we only saw, you know, Barrage and Glide Bomb. You know, if they had a fighter pilot, if they managed to get more, it's kind of a snowball effect. We do see eUnited run away with it. However, we're going to be going into Search and Destroy next. Completely different game mode, and we're, of course, going to reset everything. These guys from Tainted Minds, they need to pick up something here. I feel going into this one, if they take the L, the CTF could be the end.
Absolutely. Of course, though, we've given our insight into the match, but I think Jess has insight from one of the players who we care more about. What does she have from Pristini?
Thanks, Chance. Yeah, well, Pristini says that eUnited goes into every match confident no matter who they're playing against. And just because they're playing a team like Tainted Minds who are down toward the bottom of the standings, he said that doesn't mean that they're taking this match seriously. He also was, obviously pretty focused on the playoff dream. He knows that they have to go at least 2-1 or 3-0 on all of their remaining matches. And just knowing that they have to take at least 2 matches no matter who they're against puts a little bit of pressure on the team. But he says that that pressure just makes them turn up harder and really improves their gameplay. So really excited to see where this one goes. Momo, Chance, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Jess. And again, going into this one, you have to have that confidence. You have to go in and take every match super seriously. You're coming into playoffs. And again, even if you're not making it like Tainted Minds, you got to get that practice in. Champs around the corner. It's one event left for these guys. It is as simple as that. And they perform there. They go big. They get a good placement. You're cashing out. You're going back to the APAC region with a nice chunk of change. However, Search and Destroy coming up next. I believe it's St. Marie. And going through this, I do want to just say the stats again. I looked at the last last Search and Destroy, which is Forest. And interesting, Tainted Minds are 1-6 on St. Marie, and Forest, they're 0-0. Now, Docs, they're much better at. They're 3-4. Valk, they're much better at 3-4. So I'm interested how St. Marie, their technical worst Search and Destroys, made it through, and then Forest, which they've not played. Maybe they're just trying to get some different reps in. But eUnited, they're 7-2 on St. Marie, and then going into that Forest, they are 2-3. So not the best Search and Destroy to end. Maybe they're trying to play a weakness, but St. Marie, this is where you most definitely will favor eUnited. I think those first 2 game mode and map combinations heavily favor eUnited.
It's a 2-part thing. Just like any map that you're going to be playing, the record is almost certainly going to be looking better for eUnited just by nature of it. Like, even from the first 2 weeks that Tainted Minds has, before they actually started winning anything, like they were 0-11 in Hardpoint. They won, I think, like 4 or 5 maps in their entire first 2 weeks that they had. So again, the maps that they've been improving, but the maps that they're going to look bad at in terms of record. But either way, if you said it was one of their worst S&D maps, you got to get better at something, right? So you might as well come in and game plan for eUnited, practice the maps that you're worse at, because again, Tainted Minds' mindset should at this point purely be on champs and deepening the map pool as much as possible. Practicing against the best teams in the world at their best maps, because that's where you're going to learn the most.
Yeah, so eUnited go into their best Search and Destroy map as Tainted Minds go into their worst. This, again, heavily favoring eUnited. The reason why we highlight this, if Tainted Minds come out with, some new strategies, something big, we want to be able to get hype about this. We want to be able to, run it home that Tainted Minds have obviously improved leaps and bounds, which they already have. I will say, coming over here, placing top 8 at Anaheim, playing in the Pro League, picking up even a win in the a series win in the Pro League. A lot of people did not expect that, and a lot of that is down to damage for me, the player. You've got to keep your eyes on for Tainted Minds.
Well, there's damage that I can't remember what team it was it against, but I think the only St. Marie S&D win Tainted Minds has, there was a clip of damage on the radio tower picking up a 3-piece. I can't remember if it was against, I feel like it was against Top Team. Maybe it was even Optic Gaming that it happened against.
Maybe.
Because I know that they reverse swept Optic Gaming, but again, they have potential on this match, right? Obviously they're good players and they're getting better over time, sort of thing. And by no means is it easy. But again, if a team can reverse sweep Optic Gaming, you'd expect they can beat eUnited as well. They just have to play at their best.
What you say? The likes of Optic. This team has some raw skill on it. Let's jump on board with the guys I want to see here as Paradox backstage will be guiding you through all the action. Big shout out to him, our observer, obviously throughout the Pro League playoffs and everything else. Fellow straight through the middle will take down one, but it'll be falling straight after. Now a 3v3.
It was just a trade. You can see Nimble was prepared for that, for Felony to push through the entire time, but Felony just killed Swift Azor so quick, it didn't really make a difference. Either way, though, 3v3 scenario. And I believe Clay has the sniper as well, so he's going to be trying to retake, just hoping to get a bit of a cheeky shot, but the bomb's not going down yet. You can see why. eUnited, you got number 6, you got number 8. They're going to invest those nades on site. And Swifty, well, simply isn't there. Nimble, by the way, is on the flank, able to find one. So the nades don't connect. Now eUnited has to worry about the flank. Racini's able to trade 1 kill out. But still, this is Tainted Minds. Maybe in a good spot, actually. It's tough to tell because Racini's coming over top. He wins the gunfight. And now Nimble's by himself in a 1v2.
Yeah, Pristini went huge there. He poked out this little window here, picked up one, dropped down, found the second, and now he's rotated out the bomb to help Clay a little bit. Now, Clay does have a sniper, so Nimble gets this bomb down. Don't rule him out of this. And it looks like he may have a bit of a free plant on him. Question is he going to do it? 10 seconds left. He's pushing forward. Clay's going to be the first one, and I like the play. Sending Clay and have Pristini right behind him, available with that STG. Oh, Clay got the kill. Okay. Never mind.
That could have been bad, but they made up for it. I think Pristini goes huge as well. Because like, once Nimble's on the flank, in my mind, I'm like, well, Tainted Minds has this. But then Pristini, not only does he get a kill from top red, he also gets out with his life. And then he goes back in and wins a separated gunfight. So making some big plays early on, and someone's going to have to, if not for just, you know, cheeky little quick scopes coming in the end.
Always nice to see. Clay with the flashy places. Clay still rocking that sniper. Yes, he is. Oh, my goodness. There you have it. Nice little angle from Clay. We'll find Swifty running around, and he's going to be picking his jaw up off the floor there. The bomb heading over already to the A-bomb site. Clayster's found another with a nade. That's a 3-kill streak for him. Pristini sits currently on 2. Make it 3. A chance this round's over. It's over.
Yes, it is. That is a very systematic round. Clayster, he gets the spot. There's a little desk in bottom line that you can jump on, and you get the timing. You get there first before the players can cross, and you can see, well, he missed the jump, so one player got through, but then he kills the second, but then they sniffed out the player top red. They coordinated nades. I think it was Felony that probably tagged him up a little bit through the window, but very systematic round coming out from eUnited, executed to perfection.
Beautiful, beautiful COD here from eUnited. And again, this is setting themselves up so well for their game later today. Pristini on a 4, Clay on a 3. And Clay's going straight in. He's got airborne hunker as well. He's going to spot one. Isn't going to connect, so the grenade goes down. Just preempting any type of push, but Felony. It's almost too easy to read, but Nimble, he knew about the flank from Felony. He knew the pressure that Felony puts on, but still, Felony comes out on top. And the bomb will be going down. 4v3 retake.
Only one player spotted so far. I think Clayster doesn't have the perfect information, but still a 4v3. He got Felony coming on the flank, and there's the smokes for the potential opening. Felony's cleared out ammo, comes around in the back. You can see the strafe jump to get across as he cleans up the final 2. The strafe jump is to make sure that, well, the player on bomb isn't going to be able to kill him in time. It's just a good retake. It's a tough spot for Tainted Minds, just only having 3 players alive. But either way, again, just a perfect retake coming out from eUnited.
And I think Felony might be explaining why Clay died so quickly there, because Fellow tagged Clay up as well, which Clay was on a kill streak, so unfortunate for him. But nevertheless, still Pristini working towards streaks, looking good for eUnited. No real harm done.
You got to get focused, though. If you're Tainted Minds, you got to turn this ship around, and frankly, you need to get some kills. Swifty and Damage, 0-6 combined. Clayster playing very aggressive with the sniper. There's a lot of nades coming in. Maybe just one more, and they would have found some kills, but now things are getting traded out, and that's a brute force approach coming out from eUnited. They don't get first blood, but they trade it out instantly, but they do it all to get control of the site. But you got 2 players coming on the flank. Clay's able to spot at least one. Knows he's in the corner, doesn't hit the first shot, doesn't know about Swifty either. A glide bomb's getting called in, maybe to help Clay out, but it doesn't kill anybody. They get inside, both of them. Now Clayster's just trying to play with his life. He's gonna get hunted down, goes for the quick scope, doesn't get it in time, but the players inside the hill are winning the gunfights. And now you got a true 2 versus 2, 22 seconds left. But the nade's coming in. He's gonna go for the gunfight. Pristini, though, he wins it. He gets fully streaked out. And the player that's full flanking doesn't even find one. He gets heard coming in through the end. Definitely not a perfect round for eUnited, but still pretty clean overall.
I'm confused of how the glide bomb didn't connect, because I know there's no mountain. It just maybe came in at a bad angle.
One got in ammo, one got in bottom one, I think, right? I guess maybe they just had enough time to get indoors.
It doesn't even matter. eUnited are dominating here on their best map, and Tainted Minds' worst map technically here. But Tainted Minds, I will say, picking up a couple more kills. Pristini now 6-0, so he's still got those 2 streaks. Swifty trying to pull off a Clay, not needed, as Swift Azores is going to find Arstes.
Information on Felony as well. But they did not get control of top red. You know, they killed the player that was going up the steps, but now they've started to work their way up. Felony, he's just going to be in the window. He's able to find one, gets out with his life, and he's just surging forward. He just doesn't care. He's actually just going to run in front of 2 players. And the guy has mountain, so he doesn't hear him, and all of a sudden, Pristini for the 1v3.
1v3. Has a couple streaks to play with. Don't think they're going to be investable here.
Oh, they're going to hear him, though. As soon as you switch weapons, yeah, that's just the dead giveaway. If he kept crouch walking, then maybe he could get a little bit closer, but that's just a signal to anyone that's nearby. Hey, here I am. Please come kill me, and Nimble obliges. Tainted Minds get on the board.
There you have it. Tainted Minds do get around. A little bit frustrating. I think Felony, if he had a little better timing, may have caught another off guard, but eUnited looking strong here on the search and destroy. Tainted Minds back against the wall. And again, it's these streaks. This is the problem because Swifty and the boys, they have to run mountain now. It's going to be very difficult. That is literally everything in the kitchen sink thrown at eUnited. Trades go down. Fellow picks up one. Again, he's going to be traded out now. A 2v2. Damage has got to go down, surely. Arstees finishes him off. And the sniper is not going to be enough. That round over so fast.
And there's a lot of nades and a lot of stuns coming into sight. And I think there was, what, only one nade kill, and the rest was still just with the guns. But again, eUnited, I think 2 offensive rounds now. They just brute force their way into sight. They'll trade out one of their lives for some nades if they have to, but they get that control.
Yeah.
And then they just win the round. And Clayster, once again, I think from top wine this time, found a pick on a player. I'm assuming top red, but who knows where it was. But he got the kill nonetheless in another solid round from eUnited, who are playing no games. They know how important this match is, and they're wasting no time. They're going for the win. Clayster's looking for the spot aggressively. He's going to find it. He pulled out Airborne to make it happen, and he's able to get out with his life.
Now he's going to rotate round. He'll find a second. I was going to say this could be a perfect round for Clay, but the information's there. The fighter pilot comes in, and we see only 2 remain for Tainted Minds. Make it 1. Swift as us. Where are you, buddy? You're in the middle of the map, and Pristini makes light work of that one. eUnited dominate on Hardpoint, dominate on search and destroy, and they're looking good for a 3-0 sweep here. CTF coming up next, but Clay and the boys of eUnited, they look like they're here to get to play. Like, this is the day they come and make playoffs, it seems. They have this kind of hunger about them.
I mean, absolutely. eUnited is in a spot where there's a little bit of concern that they choke the playoff spot, but on the flip side, they can still get great seeding as well. They're still fighting for the first or second seed potentially, and that definitely seems to be the mindset of zero fear of not making playoffs. They are coming to fight these bottom 4 teams in the division, and they're going to prove why they're in the bottom 4.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, you missed eUnited destroying Tainted Mind, brick by brick, taking them apart. Hardpoint done and dusted. Search and destroy is over. Capture the flag will be coming up right after this break. Can Tainted Minds get a map? We'll see you then. Welcome back. 2 games done. Potentially 3 more. However, United looking to close it out in the next. Of course, that next one being capture the flag here. And we're going into Ardent Forest. Now, this map being played quite a few times between 2 teams. Currently, Tainted Minds have played this quite a bit. They're 5 wins, 8 losses on this. However, eUnited, they're 5 wins, 2 losses. So definitely a lot of games and repetitions under the belt. Do not rule Tainted Minds out of this. eUnited, though, they're a strong CTF team. We've seen all the trash talk, you know, in practicing CTF. United looking to close this one out in just 3 maps chance.
Yeah, they are playing with some ferociousness right now. Not playing any games because to set the scene, assuming eUnited wins this series, which it certainly looks like they're going to the way they've been playing, but obviously we've got a lot of Call of Duty to play. That puts pressure on other teams. That means Complexity would absolutely have to beat Mindfreak to try and fight for the playoff spot. That means that the LG and eUnited match would actually be incredibly important later in the day. Of course, though, we have to get there because off the rip, Tainted Minds, it looks like they're not playing any games. They're trying to get back into the series. Glazer is able to find one and maybe slow the push down, but you see those players spawning out all the way towards Bell. And Swiftazor's already watching the cuts until he turned around, got shot in the back, and yeah, this might not be a flag anymore.
I think Nimble picked up the sniper.
I think he started with the sniper.
Oh, potentially. But it might have been Clay's. Who knows? Either way, Arsty's gets taken down in the middle, and he's going to respawn up. So, nevertheless, it's pretty much a reset. After 60 seconds, no flags capped, no flags taken. As these guys will go and butt heads once again. Damage, though, already 4 kills to his name. Swiftazors is going to find Clay. So it's Damage.
This is sloppiness from Tainted Minds. Like off the opening break, after they get the kill, Swiftazor just turning to look the wrong way. You think on Gibraltar, when there was a moment where they just gave up good spawns for no reason, and now you go into Forest where after the great start, eUnited just completely run through them, and now they're fighting. I mean, they're overextending. They should be able to pull this flag, but you got to go fast. If you take too long, then players are going to be able to take you down, but they do get that flag. Now you got to deal with Pristini. They're able to do that. Damage is able to find 2, and now all of a sudden it's all on Clay, and Nibble's able to turn the flag, so the sloppiness play is now turned into a good situation for Tainted Minds. They win the gunfights they need to. Of course, though, at the same time, Glazer is going to be working on some score streaks.
Yeah. And I think Clay was actually the reason why Tainted Minds got those really good spawns. He's kind of pushed right to the back of the map. They spawned pretty much where he is now, and we are going to see Tainted Minds go 1-0 up. But Clay's not too worried about this. He's trying to go for these streaks because a glide bomb... Never mind. Never mind, it's over. Flag been pulled. Fellow is a crazy, crazy guy, but he's just ran straight past him. He's doing ring around the roses. He's going to find it and get out. What the hell has Felony just done?
Felony hurt him, and Felony played the gunfight pretty well. He is going to get caught, shot in the back, but Swifty knows he can't push through this flag yet. He's got to wait for teammate support because you got players coming in through you. There's number 1. Number 2 is going to take him down, but the trade is there, and that flag is going to get returned, so... Interesting stuff coming out from both teams right now, Momo. The past 2 CTFs we've casted together on Forest have been a blast.
Oh, yeah. By this time, yesterday versus Unilat, there was 4 flags on the board. And honestly, there could be 2 or 3 right now. Very interesting, very fast-paced. You'd love to see it. Tainted Minds, they're putting up a bit of a fight here. A bit of a fight. More than that, they're in the lead 1-0. And now they're putting the pressure once again on eUnited as Felony turtled up in the bunker. Almost unsure where to look. He does find the first. And the second is weak. That coming from Swiftazors. And he's actually out. Clay will be given chase, but it's all on the overextension. Clay finds one, and that is a huge kill from Prestini. He makes a kill. He grabs the flag. He's going to be running into trouble, though. Damage is going to secure the deal, and my goodness, Tainted Minds are up 2-0, and that's going to be streaks.
Talked about eUnited coming out with the ferociousness, but the bounce back from Tainted Minds has been pretty disgusting. Honestly, like Nimble at one point choke streaks as well, and maybe that is not a death that player wants to take, but at least does get the glide bomb. And now eUnited surging forward. They got 2 pushing towards the flag. That's going to be a trade. This is going to be a flag getting pulled, and Glazer now, he's not sure of the spawns yet. Checks the back foot. Now sees they're coming in on the OE. The glide bomb gets called in to stop the flag, but it looks like Pristini will have that in hand. But now you got 4 players surging forward to try and pull the flag on their own. Damage is number 1. Felony's finding 1 kill. He's able to find 2. He might be able to stop the flag. Nimble's going for the return. That is the entire eUnited team. And now it all comes down to Swiftazorz, who finds two. It's going to be up to Felony for the 1v1. The nade doesn't connect. Felony for the pre-fire. Running out of bullets as well, and Swiftazorz goes huge. Finally gets taken down. Pristini now on the flag, and finally, maybe he's good to get it in, but damage there. Swifty is there, and now they get the return. Clayster trying. It is an interesting game, to say the least, and now Nimble's running the flag. They're trying to go up 3-0. Huge plays all the way around.
If I was a United right now, or a player, I would be so pissed off with whatever has just happened in these last 5 minutes. Right now, we could be seeing United like 4-0. Tainted Minds are 3-0 up. This is the most ridiculous thing I've seen since yesterday, I know, but this is... I cannot believe this is the scoreline it is. Absolutely mind-boggling. I can't even finish speaking. You've got to give props here to Tainted Minds. I think it was Nimble or whoever moved those really important kills. Maybe Swifty.
Swiftazorz.
Swiftazorz
on the flag at 3.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous stuff. Clutches up. Clutch factor for Tainted Minds. However, eUnited, how they have not got a flag this half is beyond me.
It doesn't make sense. They just need more kills, I suppose. Like, Swiftazorz is picking up huge 3 pieces to stop the flag. Meanwhile, Damage just has 18 kills on a 5 spree, working on score streaks of his own, but every opportunity from eUnited has been stuffed one way or another. That flag gets returned, so the extra time gets shut down. But that is a half of 4 CTF. Granted, Tainted Minds was on the technical good side, but that is a huge lead that they have accumulated.
I can't believe it.
Dude, that's...
on the good side, like, this game could be 3-0 Tainted Minds. It could be 3-0 eUnited. It could be 1-1. Mind-blowing to see the score. And honestly, I think eUnited almost may sense that as well. They may be going into this side with more confidence than usual, being 3-0 down on CTF. Because they look good. However, you've got to give credit to Damage. 18-8. Slaying out of his mind here. If he gets these streaks, it could be GG.
It might just be GG anyway, but if Pristini's winning gunfights like that, maybe there's hope. He's going to be surging in the back left side. He's won a second gunfight as well. Now Damage and Swifty are kind of trapped over towards no man lands. You see Damage gets taken down. Swifty is able to find 2, though. It's a necessary kill. Pristini, though, still going to be able to get that flag. Nimble, though, on the chase.
Pristini actually missed the flag. I don't know if you saw the minimap there. He had to go back, but he should find 1. Oh, my goodness, Nimble, if he clutched that one. That'll be 1 for the Bucks. 1 in the middle, though. Clayster's going to be shut down, and this is a must-win gunfight. However, flag is not home. It is not safe. Ortiz is going to be down. This flag for eUnited again is just going to get returned.
Every single time someone makes the big play, and it's always been from someone on Tainted Minds. Again, I think it was Nimble that kills the flag carrier, puts Clay in the 1v1. Then the next Tainted Minds player wins that gunfight. And then Archcities just takes a little bit too long. He's worried about the pressure from No Man's. It was coming in through mid. And now Tainted Minds is the one surging forward. And they don't even need to overcommit. This is where you just play stationary. Post up on a bunch of head glitches. Play contained. Just keep eUnited trapped in their base and just run it down that clock. But Pristini, he's able to find one small opening. They're going to have to convert out of it, though.
Yeah, Swifty shouldn't have pushed forward there. Keep your cover. And again, I go back to when Pristini missed the flag the first time. He gets that flag first time around. That flag's way away. Crazy, crazy to see how this game has gone down. But those 5 minutes are now just 3.5. eUnited, if they stand a chance in this game, they need to act now. Clayster, Felony, combining for the double. They're going to take over. And maybe, just maybe, if you're an eUnited fan, you start to hope for a relay. Nimble's looking the wrong way. That's going to be a flag out. However, streaks, are they available for Tainted Minds? I'm not sure at this point.
I mean, Tainted Minds, they didn't know they rat back towards mid. It looks like they're content with giving the flag up. But frankly, even when eUnited pulled the flag, I was like, well, how is Tainted Minds gonna clutch this one up? But finally, eUnited is able to get on the board with what seems like their 7th or 8th scoring opportunity. Still down by 2, and still only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. eUnited, they're trying to storm back, and if anyone's going to help that cause, it's going to be Pristini. 40 points away for some streaks. You just got to finish this kill, and Damage takes him down. Any opening that ever occurs for eUnited, someone from Tainted Minds, they just get the necessary kill.
And there you go, Felony on the attack again. That's a beautiful stun. It will connect, and it's going to be on to Nimble. Felony might have a chance. Oh, and that grenade preempts any type of movement here. Beautifully done there, Clay. Wrapping around, he's going to be hurt as well. And eUnited, they're being shut down here by the strong defense of Tainted Minds. Shaky shots from Arcties a little bit there, and They're 2 flags down. There is still time to tie this game. There is still time to win this game. Tainted Minds, their defense looks good.
There's 2 minutes left. In my mind, I'm thinking you just got to go for the tie unless something insane can be put together. It's very difficult to get relay caps on Forest. And once again, eUnited is surging forward. Brasini is just connecting with hit fire like nothing else. He's got to send some of that auto aim towards his teammates. They need the help, but now it's on the back end. Swiftazord is able to find one, trying to make this defensive stand. He gets taken down by Clay. Brasini's now looking for players in the back, connects with that as that player throws the nade. He at least moves the flag, but then Swifty just finds 2. Every single time someone from Tainted Minds steps up. That
would have been an interesting end to the game, because if Prestini managed to get the flag, he would have got full streaks. I will say Prestini's playing lights out right now, 24 and 15. He does have a glide bomb, which may be able to cause an opening, but there's only 60 seconds left here, and Prestini is not missing. The guy is shredding right now, and he's going full force right round the flank here. Can Prestini pull something off? It's going to be very difficult. He spotted Swiftazors. Maybe this is where you use the glide bomb. This is maybe where you invest.
I think he might have to, just because even on the other side of the map, Tainted Minds is looking to pull a flag, and yeah, Prasini's going to die. He knows they're coming back. He actually exits to find the kill, knows another player's in bunker. He's trying to buy time for Arcees to come in and help, and Arcees is going to do it himself, and this flag is out. The flag might be gone. There's one player. It's going to be Swifty, who gets taken down by Felony. This is going to be eUnited. They get a second flag on board, but it's not good enough. They got 26 seconds. They need to go for the relay. They got to at least get the flag touch to get that extra time.
20 seconds. 2 don't go down. Clay, he needs to be calm here. He needs to stay alive, maybe pick up a kill, wait for his team to get close. With 15 seconds, they can still get a touch on this. They need to make the kills go down at the same time. That's a good grenade onto Swifty. This is where the collapse needs to happen. Number 4, Arcees pushing through the middle, but the time is just not with them. 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Clay goes down, and that's going to be it. No one able to touch the flag. Felony not close enough. That is an incredible, mind-blowing CTF where we could have seen maybe 6, 7, 8 flags for eUnited. But you've got to credit Tainted Minds. They did what they needed to do. They was the masters of returning flags.
I mean, credit to Tainted Minds if you want, but that is a game for eUnited, who again are still in a great spot. Yeah. But if somehow Tainted Minds pulls off this first sweep, that is a map that haunts you for a long time. Of course, though, you go back to Hardpoint. eUnited looked great the first time, but Brasini keeps shooting the same way he did in that last map. You have to imagine that eUnited gets the win, but there's a reason why you get nerve-wracked, because eUnited, it seems like they only falter against the competition that should be like below them in the standings, should be at least a slightly worse team, because they've taken the losses to LG and Complexity at the same time that they're getting wins against Rise, Optic, and Unilad. So eUnited is that flip-flopped of a team, and that was a flip-flop of a map number 3.
Okay, well, guys, coming up next is Hardpoint. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. But eUnited, obviously, they have to close this one out. Maybe it's in Game 4, maybe it's in Game 5. But if Tainted Minds do get this reverse sweep, that is going to be nasty. And again, you've kind of just got to take a moment, you know, take a step back, pause on this again, because the first 2 maps, eUnited destroyed. You know, the Search and Destroy, very convincing. The Hardpoint, very convincing. You go into these next 2 maps, you're only favoring one team. But that CTF, like you said, I think eUnited go back, regardless of the win or loss here, they go back and they watch that and they're like, that's annoying. That's unlucky. Why do we do this? We shouldn't have done that. There's so many mistakes, but also bit of bad timing as well for some of these things.
I mean, so with the number of moments there were, and the reason I was kind of like kind of credit to Tainted Minds is because half of those situations Tainted Minds stepped up, made the big play.
Yeah.
The other half of it's eUnited. It's just like, guys, like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, come on, like, fix it up. Like, play for streaks better. Do any number of things better. But hey, a map is a map is a map. eUnited, again, going into Samery Hardpoint. If you just look at the map head-to-head record, definitely favors eUnited. The question is, I guess, from the flip side of things, can Tainted Minds step up and clutch up like they did in the CTF? Can Damage put together another disgustingly good game like he did on Forest CTF? Can Nimble continue some destruction is not the right word, but had quite a few nice moments in that CTF. Can he carry that into the Saint Marie Hardpoint as well?
Well, coming up next, obviously, like you said, Saint Marie Hardpoint, and you've said it time and time again, Chance, these guys had a very rough couple of weeks, so they've got a lot of losses. They're 1-7 on this map. It's not great. eUnited, they've only played it 3 times. They are 2-1. But the thing and the stat that I want to point out is the actual overall hard point. Tainted Minds, 9-24. eUnited, 18-13. For me, that shows consistency. That shows that, you know, eUnited, they're clearly the better team going into this, the favorite, if you like. However, sometimes it doesn't matter, you know, it's on the day, who turns up, who gets those first set of streaks, who gets that set of rotations. eUnited will have in the back of their minds that this is a must-win map, this is a must-win series. St. Marie is going down right now.
Absolutely. I'm going to backtrack and just kind of ignore all of that just because I got word from Paradox. Tainted Minds in that CTF had 6 returns.
Okay.
And that's on the high end for Forest CTF when the returns were like, a guy barely touched the flag, instantly died, and you get that return count. All 6 of those returns were like, the flag is an inch away from getting captured, basically, and Tainted Minds pulling off some heroics. So, outstanding stuff, but of course, St. Marie, completely new map, and eUnited inside the hill.
And again, very quickly, CTF, we don't even see sometimes 6 touches on a flag, you know, from both teams combined. Absolutely amazing stuff. Let's kick it off, though, as we jump into Hardpoint. St. Marie Demont, can eUnited close things out, or can Tainted Minds do the unthinkable? My eyes are on Prestini. Absolutely amazing plays, and honestly, just individual skill from the previous game, but he doesn't come out on top. Let's see what he's got to offer here, as Tainted Minds, honestly, they battle through, and they're looking good as they've got the spawns for the next one, too.
Very solid start. It is going to be a 50-50 split inside the hill, but Swiftazorus with the bar wins the gunfight on Clayster, so maybe a bit of a trade. RCDs, of course, he's working towards ammo, looking to potentially lock down some spawns, finally finishes the kill on damage, looking for Nimble as well, tags him up, but eventually gets traded out, and so now eUnited, they're going to have to flood in the left side. The nades are going to connect, and I'm hoping Nimble was one shot. If not, Clayster is shooting rockets.
Well, a couple more rockets going to go into damage here as he finds his second. He jumps on the hardpoint just to get the plus 100. He might be trying to milk this, as if he jumps on again, he gets another plus 100, and he is milking it here. Then he's waiting for maybe someone else to jump on. He gets a kill. He jumps on here. He is trying to get these streaks. He knows there's another on it still. He's playing this perfectly. Prestini is the bait. However, Prestini's doing the damage. One more player still there. Telling his teammates to challenge him. The 100 points will, of course, go to that player. Clayster looking to backtrack. He's going to find another. That's going to be a glide bomb. You heard me say it at the start of this game. Who's the player to get the first set of streaks? It's Clay. But Tainted Minds, they have the lead.
And he is playing very hard to get these score streaks, and he only gets the glide bomb. So, streaks aside, those are 2 pretty great hills from Tainted Minds. All things considered, they're going to have a 41-point lead going into next, and they just spawn right in the back, and they are going to take Felony down. This is as good as it gets for Tainted Minds outside of the glide bomb that, frankly, Clayster might be forced to burn to get this break, because he's going to get dropped. Prestini inside the hill, and, well, maybe Nimble actually got bad timing, but no, RC doesn't go for the challenge. But maybe he doesn't need to. We have a little bit of help. The glide bomb gets called in, and finally eUnited stabilized. But that is 30 seconds gone on this hill. That Tainted Minds is very happy to chip away from their opponent.
Oh, most certainly. Did Clay get stuck? No, but he's going to get tagged. He backs off, will fall down, but he's going to respawn with his teammates here. eUnited looking to take a full 60 seconds from this. They're already milking it as much as they can. Arstees rotating around, currently with a sub in hand. Such a versatile player is Arstees. 4-kill streak for him.
And you can see he's waiting for Clayster to take down Nimble. That's the opening hill, reaching over towards parking lot. And you can afford to take your time because it's still the next hill hasn't popped yet. Arcedes, though, is also going to be potentially looking at playing for some streaks. He's going to be baiting out his teammates. Let them push up front, hopefully trade out some of these kills. But of course, while this is going on, Tainted Minds is inside the hill.
Working for streaks. We know how good they can be. A fighter pilot on this map or a full set. Incredible. Oh my goodness, Arstees is going to take damage. 1 kill away. And he goes down.
It's a very powerful stun grenade that's going to finally get that kill. Just goes to show how weak he was. And again, 2 situations where eUnited plays for streaks. They've only gotten a glide bomb out of it, and they've had to burn it as well. Still, though, they're on control of the hill, and they should be good to clear up Swiftazorus. That's a name that is very difficult to say. Swifty and Swiftazorus on the same team, man. That'll mess with you.
Yeah, someone's got to change. It's as simple as that. Glide bomb acquired by Prestini out of nowhere. I had no idea Prestini was close to streaks, and that's because he was 3-6. Now 8-6, stepping things up. But all things considered, rotation number 1 is done, and we're going to see eUnited have roughly around a 15-point lead.
We'll see if they can convert, make it a little bit heavier. Pristini from up top. It seems like Tainted Minds has an inkling of knowledge that he's there, and Swifties ended up taking him down. Felony runs out of bullets. He gets traded out, and that is a very clean break on Restaurant, as they are actually now spawn killing eUnited, as they're going to be kind of flooding in the front. And this is quite a bit of time that's just going to go the way of TM.
So far, so good. How do eUnited approach this? Because 35 seconds left. They really do need to challenge this. You see almost a pinch coming in. I think Pristini might be coming from the back. This could be a couple of players, but no, he doesn't catch the one on the left, and that's going to be a glide bomb for damage. And now going into the next hard point, we see all 4 players on streaks as Swift Azores gets taken down. That was 9 combined for the boys. And honestly, Tainted Minds, they are looking good in this second hard point. Swift Azores really anchoring back, rotating for these spawns, and he's going to get him right now, but we do see damage spawn out. Swift Azores and Nimble are also going to spawn out. That is terrible timing.
I'll tell you what, though. We have seen, I think, 3 players working towards streaks. And, like, get the glide bomb and then instantly get killed. It's been a delicate game so far from both teams. Pristini trying to kill those players from mid-map. He's able to find one, slows him down just a little bit, and, of course, gives the information to his teammates. Clay find ones, tags up the second, and Pristini off spawn. He's going on the hunt. Finds one, finds 2. The flood in the front while Felony's just there waiting for it. Cleans up the 4th all by himself. Perfect hold so far from eUnited.
And Pristini on another streak, but he's going to be taken down. This is very clean. Like you said, Chance, 20 seconds left. I'd like to see eUnited maybe start to push out. This is what Clay's doing. He is starting to push out. Now comes Felony. And we're going to see as well RCs on your screen. They are going to start getting taken out. Of course, Tainted Minds cutting the map in half, not allowing eUnited to get anywhere. But yes, strong points acquired. And a strong stun does connect there, but nevertheless, look at eUnited. Sorry, look at Tainted Minds' position in here.
Very, very aggressive, and that just makes the road for eUnited much more difficult because, of course, even when they kill these players on Tainted Minds, where do they spawn? Well, right back behind that hill, and that means Pristini feels forced to use the glide bomb. He's going for Swift Azores. That way, they don't get any time, but now you got to make a move, and, well, you can see all those green arrows still in the back of the map, but the gunfight's coming down to the front. Nimble finds one. He cleans up the second kill with these, looks for the 3rd with the pistol. Give him the 3-piece, maybe give him some streaks if he can continue it. Man's on a 4 streak. And even with that glide bomb gone, Tainted Minds, a perfect hold on parking lot for the situation they were dealt.
Yeah, and the glide bomb's obviously been invested. Nimble working towards more now. He's getting so close, but he's got to find another. That's going to be the head of Clay taken down. And I tell you what, a full set of streaks would be beautiful, but no, absolutely not. Damage does still have the glide bomb. Now we're going to be going to the lookout post and Chance. This is where I start to, you know, look at yourself and think, is this possible? Absolutely. Tainted Minds can upset. Glide bomb connects. Fellow falls.
Pressure coming in from the middle of the hill as well. Damage is in the power position looking over top. And there's the cleanup kills that he needs to get. Now eUnited all going to be funneling in through the left side. And if you try to cut through mid, you got to deal with damage. If you try to go to the hill, you got to deal with Swift Azores. They're able to trade out one, but now that they've made it, again, the guy in the power position is going to take him down. He's got fully streaked out. He used one glide bomb in this hill, and he's going to earn a second. And, of course, he can burn an artillery, a fighter pilot, whenever he wants. Tainted Minds, at this point, this game is theirs to lose.
It really is. They have the lead. They have the streaks. Damage is going to go down. So with 20 seconds left, do you invest? Probably not. But when do you invest? That is the question. This lookout post will see eUnited get back into this game. Nimble currently has control of the restaurant. Clay looking to change that, and the patience is coming through. I tell you what, Clay is actually looking towards those streaks for a second time. Not going to happen.
Damage is going huge right now. The rotation's in. Once again, in Restaurant, it's going to be Tainted Minds there for the early control. But in my mind, if I'm damaged, I don't ever want to go near this hill. I want to keep my team spawning on that top side of the map. Even if you have to trade away 20 or 25 seconds on this Restaurant hill, if you keep the spawns for next, and you have like the fighter pilot and the glide bomb and the artillery to work with, you could just about win the 2 to 3 rotation just because of the streaks. So as long as, again, Tainted Minds plays controlled, keeps the top side spawns, which so far so good, they're going to be in a great spot. And if they can get control of the Restaurant hill, even better. But it looks like Pristini is able to find 2. And eUnited, they stay inside so far. So a little bit of damage control.
Well, this is great and all that you have the streaks, but eUnited are going to see themselves at 225 seconds. 225 points, should I say. Yes, you have streaks. They need a perfect hold on Winery and a perfect hold on parking lot.
And the break is in, too.
Yeah.
You see a guy from
Spawns
Tainted
out.
spawns out.
Ah, it's tough. It's really tough, Chance. But streaks are going to be invested for sure. Pristini, he's actually going to get a set of streaks himself. I believe, just off getting that. No, sorry, doesn't get the point. But getting inside, 2 more kills and he'll have a full set.
3 down, though. eUnited say we don't need the hill. We're just going to kill you before you can get there. Pristini might be able to get the plus 100, or they might have already grabbed it early on. Yeah, they probably already grabbed it, but either way, Tainted Minds, they got the full streaks, but they're going to have to use them all and not the spot you want to be put in. You take down the player in the hill, you flood on through. 20 seconds away is eUnited from winning this game. They can still technically do it here, but in my mind, I'm thinking just rotate. And Pristini, of course, still working towards those streaks as well, but a battle game.
Yeah, Pristini gets these streaks right here, and we have a game on our hands. We've got a fighter pilot in the hands of Tainted Minds, a glide bomb in the hands of eUnited here. The rotation is on. There's 3 players all sat around here. Well, here we go. Glide bomb connects. We are going to see the push out from eUnited. There's a fighter pilot still to come down. A glide bomb's hitting the deck as well. eUnited are in trouble. However, they only need 13 points. The barrage is now coming down as well. There's more streaks than I even imagined. But number 4's already through. Pristini could be the difference maker.
He put it on the cup, but the guy made it to the hill. Now you got to burn everything. You got to call on the fighter pilot. There's one, and the angle isn't even there. He can't even finish the kill. They're racking up the time, and they're going to close it down. Arcides wins the final fight inside the hill. Nerve-wracking for sure. That was like 18 streaks called in on that final hill. But eUnited, they get the job done. They close out the game. They win a series. Maybe a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders.
A lot of pressure, Chance. I know it. People may think, you know, and no disrespect, but it's quote-unquote only Tainted Minds. But that is a big, big victory for eUnited. And you know what? Tainted Minds played out of their minds in that hard point. I feel timing a little bit different on the mid-restaurant when they gave up, you know, 25, 30 seconds because they had those streaks. If they challenged that a little better, it could have ended up a completely different story.
I was going to say they could afford to give up a little bit of time on that restaurant hill if they keep the spawns, but then they, instead of giving up 20 or 25, they gave up 45 or 50.
Yeah.
And then you could even see at the end, eUnited actually surged through and forced their spawns out. So a game Tainted Minds could have won, but obviously a game that eUnited did. Not quite a dominating series performance from them. The first 2 maps, certainly so. eUnited looked damn near perfect, but they get the job done. And to set the scene for the rest of the division, now a huge amount of pressure is on Complexity. A huge amount of pressure is put on Luminosity as well. So eUnited absolutely still in the driver's seat.
Okay, well, there you have it. eUnited close out in game number 1 here of the CWL Pro League, day 2 of the last week of Division B here. Tainted Minds and eUnited have completed. However, eUnited, another game coming up, I believe, in game number 3. After this, we're going to have some more Call of Duty with a lot of intense action. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
It is the final week before playoffs, and eUnited going to grab a big win here. Their fate now completely in their own hands. They can qualify for playoffs today. They got one more match, and if they win that one, they are good to go through. So this is going to be a very important win for them. My name is Rich. I'm going to be your host, and I'm joined by Nameless and Revan. And we got to talk about how they were able to get that win against Tainted Minds here, 3-1. One of the maps that I feel like we obviously need to look at the most is going to be that CTF, Revan.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only map that Tainted Minds take in the series, and honestly, coming into the series, I was expecting a little bit more from Tainted Minds. Granted, taking a look at how they played in their previous weeks and their previous matches, I thought they were going to put up way more of a fight. I mean, look at how this series played out. You lose by 148 points in the first map. You lose by 5 rounds in the Search and Destroy. Sure, you take the CTF, and then eUnited wind up closing it out on that St. Marie Dumont Hardpoint, but they just had such a slow start to the series, and it seems like they didn't even give themselves a chance.
Yeah, the Search was
They woke up late in the series. I mean, those first 2 maps, when I was watching it, it just looked like they had no life at all. They weren't playing correctly at all. They're making an immense amount of mistakes. And on top of that, they were losing all their gunfights. eUnited coming out, they looked amazing those first 2 maps. Obviously, they slowed down a little bit later into the series, but that is not the Tainted Minds that I'm used to seeing whatsoever.
Not at all.
They got absolutely pummeled. They did not look like a team that's been improving. So they're going to have to go back and figure out why these maps are going so drastically wrong. But eUnited put themselves in a great position being able to win that. They're 1 match away from qualifying. It could be crazy tonight if they win. It's almost our top 4 locked up.
Well, especially recently, though, with Tainted Minds, to kind of go back to that, that's not what we expect of Tainted Minds recently. They have been the one squad out of, there were a few teams coming into the both divisions, right, that we said, okay, it looks pretty tough for them. Are they going to improve as the league goes on? I'm going to give it up to Tainted Minds right now. I feel like they are, of all of those teams, probably the most improved. I feel like they have played spoiler more than some of the other teams have. So a little bit surprising here to actually see that, but eUnited going to be playing for so much in that particular match. They knew going in that, they have 3 matches left and they have to win 2 of them. Now they pulled down 1. Out of the next 2 matches, they got to pull down 1 more W. And if they can do it against LG, like you said, they know that they're going to be going to playoffs. They can get that done today.
And on the flip side, that's a huge match for LG as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive. And just piggybacking off your comment, those bottom 2 teams, Tainted Minds and Mindfreak, they're capable teams. They could definitely bring some danger into this division, but they just haven't really been rising to the occasion. They had opportunities to play some serious spoilers, especially earlier in the week, but they just came out and they've been playing pretty flat and handing out free dubs.
I don't want to see them go back to their old ways. I think that they need to continuously improve and get better on that foundation that they've built thus far in Stage 2.
I mean, we've already seen that actually getting to the league, how much it can do. I mean, look at what Mindfreak and Tainted Minds were able to do at the last major open event. And, we always kind of say, look, you're going to get improvement at the league. It's the best practice in the world. They actually do, but you can't tell when you necessarily put them up against the other league teams because they're getting that benefit as well, right? So it really does come, and you see the gap between the top teams when you get to that major open event. So I do think we're seeing the improvement out of these squads, but it's a little hard when the metric that you're comparing them to is the other teams that are also getting better. They got to be thinking about champs, though. Teams like Tainted Minds and Mindfreak, obviously, they're not really in the game right now to be getting to the other biggest event of the year, which is going to be playoffs, but really going to be in eUnited's hands here. I'm excited for them. How do you think they'll do in the LG matchup? To look ahead a little bit, right?
I mean, obviously, they've been bringing the fire through their past couple series. You've seen a lot of clips of Clay getting hyped up as well. It's something we love to see, and I think that's also the mindset that they brought into this game against Tainted Minds. And speaking of that skill gap that you mentioned a little bit earlier, I think this series just goes to show how big that separation is, when you start matching up some of these other top teams. But if we start to look ahead, eUnited versus Luminosity, it's hard to say, how that series is going to play out since there's a lot on the line for both teams.
I mean, yeah, you got to favor eUnited if you go by performance in the last few matches, but you just can't count out Luminosity no matter how many L's they take, no matter how bad the performances that they've had in the past. This is a team who can flip that switch and take over in any series at any moment. And if there's the slightest possibility Luminosity can qualify for that playoff spot, they're going to play like their backs are absolutely against the wall, firing on all cylinders, and they can absolutely qualify still. So they're going to be going hard in that United match, and they have a chance.
Well, there's a lot to be excited for today here, but there's also a lot to be excited for the year, and we want you to be getting a little excited at home as well. There's going to be a pretty awesome opportunity going on right now. MLG is giving you a chance to win an epic trip to one of the biggest events of the year, CWL Champs, this August in Columbus, Ohio. Do you want to go shopping with Chance? Do you want to go out to dinner with Revan? All of these things can be reality. The promotion is going to be live July 16th through the 31st. Prize pack includes round trip airfare, hotel, accommodations, and one grand prize winner and a guest, plus 2 Prestige Experience passes, a backstage tour, which I will give you. It doesn't say that on the thing, but I will give you the backstage tour, and much more. Prestige passes include floor seating, lounge access, and a marathon pass to get in the express line for all the autograph sessions. Yeah, so you can actually
Bringing out the works.
Yeah, you can actually meet all of your favorite players. You can meet all of us. Just go over to MLG.com right now and go to that trending section, and you can actually hop in right now and enter. Definitely do it. Be awesome to get to meet some of you guys right now, so make sure that you jump in.
Wait, they could really go out to dinner with me if they win?
Do you want them to?
I do.
So you can go, we're adding stuff right now. You can go out to dinner with Revan.
We're getting steaks.
You want to be at
And
Champs.
Revan's paying.
I'm telling you guys, you want to be at Champs. It's going to be an amazing event. Like, I've been to every single COD Champs, and it's the best event, like, ever in esports that, like, in my opinion, that I've been to. And I've been to tons of events, and I love COD Champs. So if you get a chance to come here, if you're anywhere in America and you want to experience your first esport event, this is the one to come.
I'm actually going to be honest, too. Like, it is so crazy to be there as a spectator. The amount of access that you really do get to meet some of these people that you've been watching is absolutely insane. Like, my first one was, I guess, 2 years back, and I literally was running around trying to get, like, a Snapchat story going, and I got to just, like, walk up to you. Like, you were literally one of the first people I met in Call of Duty. No one knew who I was, but I was still able to, like, get to meet everyone. It was an incredible experience.
Everybody takes the time out to talk to people, man. It's an amazing experience overall. Like, when you meet some of those guys, like, you'll think that they're getting ready for the match. They'll stop and they'll talk to you. It's really fun, and everybody's nice to people. So
yeah. Unless someone just took an L, then don't talk to them.
Yeah,
That'll be pretty bad. That'll be pretty bad. But hey, the casters are always winning, so you can always talk to us for sure. But we got plenty more today, guys. We got to see who's going to be going to playoffs, who's going to be putting themselves in the best place for Champs. And right now, we can see we are going to have that eUnited matchup a little bit later today where they can actually determine their fate. But next up, it's going to be Cole against Mindfreak here. And the